What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this one, I'm gonna be showing how to make Hello Neighbor Act 3 Neighbor House in Minecraft. The remake is finally here. Now this exterior will be split into 3 different parts. You may notice it's the same intro for all 3. Don't worry about that part. It's fine. I'm just lazy. But yeah, here it is. I don't have a ton to say. I mean, you know. There will be an interior tutorial, a full interior tutorial. I don't have any dates for that, unfortunately, and all 3 of these should be within like a week or 2 of each other, because I have waited long enough for it to be entirely done before I've released anything. But yeah, with that being said, enjoy the tutorial, and I will catch you on the flip side. So this is kind of the point where we're going to have to start doing a few roofs. So I would start by clearing your inventory, as per usual, and get out pillar quartz block, light blue concrete. I swear this is roof related. Not really. Dark oak stairs. Dark oak planks. Dark oak slabs. Glass pens. And this is a weird one. This is actually a weird one. I can't technically do that floor. Or I guess we can't technically do that floor. I'm going to say yellow concrete. And red concrete, and I guess light blue terracotta as well. Hopefully we can punch out a few roofs here. I'm hoping to do this, or let's start with this one here. I was going to take all the ones I'm hoping to do, but that is too much work. So, from this front red concrete section here, off of the, I guess from the top row of red concrete, you want to go up diagonally forward with a row of dark oak stairs. And these want to overhang off of each side by 2. Which is the left and the right, to be more specific. So, you want to take the dark oak stairs, and you want to take those 2 overhanging ones on each side. And you want to bring them back with dark oak planks until they hit either hit yellow or diagonally touching yellow. You're bringing them back on the left by 9 and on the right by just 4. Then on the frontmost planks here, you'll place a row of dark oak stairs connecting across the 2. And it's a rinse and repeat. You're bringing at least the outer stairs this time. You don't need both rows. Back with dark oak planks until the same point. On the right side, I would actually recommend going back by 4 each time, though. And then again, the front row of planks. Now you'll do stairs, and you want 4 rows of stairs. And you will also want the planks on that 4th row. Which will give you something like this. And it should also be at the same height as that little lower section of the yellow concrete, unless you brought the whole thing up, which I guess you could have. It was not advised, and I didn't tell you to do so because of the section we're about to do. Well, in a second here. On the dark oak planks here at the right side, you have 4 of them, or you should have 4 of them. If you don't, make it 4, because you want to bring each of those 4 left by 3 rows. So you want a 4 by 4. If you have 2 rows, then you bring it left by 2. Just like that. This just helps us mark out this section, which is the train station section. So from this corner here, you want to place a upward-facing pillar quartz block in it, kind of upward from the wall like that. Now, you want to extend it left. And then backward into essentially the little corner that you have here. So you're bringing it left with left pillar quartz and then back. I'll give you the numbers in a second here. It's left by 20 and then just back by 6. And make sure this corner is upward facing. It'll give you something like this. So what you want to do is you want to go left to right along the front of this section here, and you want to place 7 light blue concrete, upward facing pillar quartz, leave a 3 block gap, upward facing pillar quartz, and then what should end on 9 light blue concrete. Like so. You can copy that row 4 more times. And on that 4th row, you will actually connect the pillar quartz together with sideways pillar quartz. Just like that. You then can place another row of light blue concrete on top, and this section has a really weird roof. So what you're gonna actually do is, well, we'll over at that in a second here. You want to come to the right side of this section, though, and you want to bring this bottom pillar quartz and bring it back on the right side by 17. And again, you want that end one facing upward. You can place a row of light blue on top. And then the next row going front to back, you want to place 12 light blue concrete, glass pane, and then 4 light blue concrete. You will copy that row 2 more times. Oh good, it's thunderstorming. Exactly what I want during my Act 3 tutorial. I think it's thundering at least. It's kind of relaxed, but... Then you want to place 4 rows of light blue concrete on top of that. When you do this, you want to make sure that you have this front block also brought up with the additional 2 that it is. This is why this roof is weird, because... I don't know, man. It's a little strange. But you can then take, at the front at least, because we don't have the back wall, obviously. You want to just bring the light blue left with 2 rows. So you just have a little 3x2 sticking up here. This roof, for some reason, the wall on the right side actually connects into the magnet room above, but the other side doesn't, so... Yeah, it's a little strange. But yeah, that will give you this. Now let's do the back wall of this train station. There is one thing I want to say about this train station. I'll wait a second though. So, for the pillar quartz here at this bottom, you want to bring it across the back by 20. Which you will notice it will line up with that one. You can actually connect... Yeah, I'm going to connect it to that one. Just connect it forward. That'll box off the room. You technically don't need it boxed off fully because of that yellow section. But I guess the light blue does go through the yellow a bit. Based on... Or because of the way they connect. But... Yeah. Going across the back from this light blue wall here to the open side, you will place 8 light blue concrete, pillar quartz block, leave a 3 block gap, pillar quartz block, these are upward facing by the way, and then 7 light blue concrete. You'll do the same thing as you did before. You'll copy that row 4 more times, except at the top row the pillar quartz will connect. Make sure I'm on the right side, that would be smart. This house is so weird. It's just weird. And then you will place your 1 row of light blue on top. And then you'll take this where you have the weird sticky up section, and you'll just bring it across with 2 light blue concrete like that. It'll give you this effect, basically. Where, on both train station doors, this is worth mentioning, the pillar quartz under it, you can do whatever you want with this. I actually made these ones downward facing, though, like that. Just kind of defines the doorway a little bit more. Although it doesn't technically matter what you do. You could do it either way. One other thing I want to say. So the floor in this section is mainly spruce. Or in this room. It's mainly spruce. However, there's some muddy mangrove roots that are involved because of the plants that are in there. If you want, you can ignore them. Or if you want to place the spruce trapdoors underneath, you can. We unfortunately can't do that until way later, though, because, again, there's some roofs and stuff back here, so we can't exactly judge them. But, also, this is unrelated, but I might as well do this. Well, no, I guess it is related, because it's still this room. You'll just take this left wall, and you can just place your 5 rows of light blue concrete. Or, I guess it's actually 6 rows of light blue concrete to fill up the left wall here. I've been autopiloted to 5. Just like that. That kind of just finishes the structure of this room. I feel like we should do the roof. Just to get it out of the way. So, you need white concrete. I would get rid of, I guess, your glass panes for this and get out white concrete. And we're going to actually end up doing the two roofs here. So, first off, where this light blue is here, you have these 3 sticky outy rows. Just, on both sides, the roof is... No, it's actually not symmetrical, I lied. From the front row... This is the front, yeah. From the front here, you want to take this bottom row of light blue, and you'll just bring it across with dark oak stairs until it overhangs the left side by 1. We're going to kind of go through this methodically here. You will place in front of that row of dark oak stairs a row of dark oak slabs. And these will not go over this light blue. This light blue is like a wall almost. On the row that overhangs on the left here, you will place behind this dark oak stair a dark oak plank. Place a slab on top of that plank, and then again bring it all the way to the right until it is in line with the same point. We're going to start from the left on each row. Behind the bottom plank, you'll place another plank with a stair on top of it this time, and then that will be going all the way across. From that stair, you will go back with an upside down dark oak stair, and then on top of that, you will place a slab that again also goes all the way across. The like underhanging stuff does not go all the way across, just the top. Then, from the upside down dark oak stair again, you will place an upside down slab behind it, and on top of the upside down slab, you'll place a row of stairs going across. I feel like I'm questioning this roof the further along we get. From that point, you want to place an upside down stair behind that stair with a row of slabs on top, and I think you kind of see the pattern that's going here. Upside down slab behind the upside down stair with a row of stairs on top. I don't know why I emphasize that so much. It's literally no different than we have been doing. And from that point, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes. You're going to do it one more time. So the upside down stair there with the slabs, and then the stairs behind. I feel like we actually might knock out the magnet room after this. I kind of want to get it out of the way. Because then we can say we built ourselves all the way up. And now we can only go down from there. Because quite literally, we can only go down after we've done that room. And then, from there, behind the back row of stairs, you will place a row of dark oak planks. And then from that, it's just a normal roof from this point, actually. It's just a slab roof. So from that row of planks, you go back with a slab. Then down with an upside down slab. I'm just going to give you the whole thing. Back with a plank. Back with a slab. Down with an upside down slab. Back with a plank. Back with a slab. Down with an upside down slab. Back with a plank. Down with a, or back with a slab. And then you'll actually place a plank down. Back with a plank, and then back with a slab. And you'll just take everything that isn't the underhanging stuff and bring it across to the same point. This roof is like, I believe actually the incline is exactly the same. It's just, it's a little bit different. It's like offset almost. I don't know if that makes any sense. Right side you can ignore because the right side has, or is where the yellow terracotta section connects. At the left side, however, you'll take the planks at the bottom here on the front and back and connect them together with dark oak slabs. And then you can fill in the upper roof here in with light blue concrete above it, like this. Just a block inside of the peak, you know, the drill, hopefully. Sure this isn't most of your guys' first Hello Neighbor tutorial of mine, but there you go. The yellow section roof will like kind of connect into that. However, I want to do this thing that we needed the white concrete for. It's kind of basic, but essentially what you need is you also actually need upside down stone slabs. I guess get rid of dark oak slabs for a second and get out upside down stone slabs. And on the front and the back for both, you'll place essentially below the bottom or below the top light blue concrete on the inside, you'll place just 2 upside down stone slabs going, I guess, back or forward like that. And then you'll surround that in white concrete on the 3 sides that you can. And that's really all. You can see what it is. It's just that. And you want that on both the front and the back. Like so. And I don't know why it's like that, but it is. It's like a little very small gap you can see. That is like that. And then I would get back out your dark oak slabs instead of your stone slabs. A good point to start with here is this yellow concrete section. You just want to bring all of the yellow concrete on the left and as far in the back as you can go until you're at this wall with just yellow. Just like this. That is probably audible on my mic. That is some nice thunder. I love that's like the first time I've been recording a tutorial in forever where it's been thunderstorming. That rarely happens. Anyway, you should have this. Now, before we start on the magnet room, because, oh god, not again. Because that's what we want to do next. I want to do the roof of this little yellow concrete section here on the left. Well, little. It's not very little. This yellow concrete section here. So, you want to take off the front, and you want to place a row of dark oak stairs up diagonally forward and out from the top row of yellow concrete, and it wants to extend off the left by 1, like that. Okay, my shift key's either pushing me down 1/4 of an inch or like 30 yards. Anyway, take this overhanging stair and you want to bring it back with a plank, up with a stair, back with an upside down stair, up with a stair, back with an upside down stair, and then you want to place a slab on top. And behind the upside down stair, you want to place a plank. Behind that, a slab. Down with an upside down slab. Back with a plank. Slab. Down with a plank, and then back with a stair. Connect those two bottom planks here together with dark oak slabs like that, which will kind of just close it off like that. And you want to, well, I'd actually start by filling in this peak here at the left in with some yellow concrete, just like that. Really only the blocks you need to. And then take this entire peak and extend it to the right with dark oak. Why does it keep doing this to me? I don't understand it. Okay. Maybe it's relaxed. The world may never know. Anyway. There you have that. Get rid of your, I guess, red concrete and get out yellow terracotta, and get rid of your white concrete and get out glass pans. For the magnet room, you want to come to this top right light blue shenanigans that's going on here. And you want to, on top of the leftmost block of this, like, sticky outy or uppy bit, you want to place a pillar quartz, a sideways pillar quartz facing front to back. You will bring it forward by 10. Right by 16. Then you want to go back by 23. Then you'll place 14 light blue terracotta. Three pillar quartz blocks. You'll then go left with 16. And then you will connect all the way back to the front again. Just like that. That's the size of your magnet room. It's a little large, you know, just a couple blocks. So, I would start by at least, leave the light blue terracotta alone. Don't place anything on top of that. But on top of each pillar quartz, you will place a yellow terracotta. I would just leave a gap where the light blue is for now. Because that's a little bit of a weird section. We'll pretty much leave that open until we've done the roof for the light blue, and then we can come back and fill in the little bit of yellow that we'll probably have to. It's really... Do we have to fill in any yellow? Yeah, there's like a couple of blocks. It's not a ton. Now, make sure you're at the front again, and you want to... From this front left-hand corner, you want to go across the front here, and you want to place 2 yellow terracotta, glass pane, 2 yellow terracotta, glass pane, 7 yellow terracotta, glass pane, and then you will place 3 yellow terracotta at the end. Going back along the right, you will place 13 yellow terracotta, glass pane, 3 yellow terracotta, glass pane, and then you should end on 5 yellow terracotta, which will just reach you to the end of that row. Make the rest of the right here, these 3 blocks at the back, and then the actual full back yellow terracotta. And then at the back left here, you will place, if you have a block of yellow on this corner here, you'll bring it forward with 2 yellow terracotta and then a glass pane, and the rest of the left wants to be yellow terracotta. Copy that entire row 2 more times. This is a fun part. Not really. I think also after this, before we continue on, well, I'll probably tell you the number of rows of yellow we want on top. But before we actually do the roof and everything, I do want to fill in the floor of this section. Just because it's such a large section, I don't know, I feel like that's logical. And this might be the point where you want night vision because, you know, we have this section up here. And at least once we do the floor and roof, we have to work on this area down here still. And it's going to get a little unfun. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. There you go, just like that. I don't know why I'm working like this. This is kind of also a very random way, but oh well. On top of everything now, you can place 2 additional rows of yellow terracotta. This isn't really a hard section. If you break this build down enough, though, like, it's not hard. It's a lot of random floating numbers and stuff. But as long as you're following along properly with where I'm going, it's not that difficult. Especially if I make it in a way to where it's fairly, I guess, linear is the best way I can describe it. So, off the front here, you want to place a row of upside down dark oak slabs off the top row of yellow terracotta, and it wants to extend off either side by 1. To focus on, I guess, the left side, you will want to do this on both, but you want to go from this upside down slab, you go back with an upside down slab, up with a slab, back with a plank, back with an upside down slab, up with a slab, back with a plank, back with an upside down slab. And you want to keep this going until you have 15 slab/plank things, which it's going to be about like here, I think. So, 1 is this. This is 1 right here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I counted it wrong. Unfortunate. Essentially, probably the best way to count this is you would just take the top, if you're looking at the tops. That's the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, like that. I counted a little bit weird before. And you'll do the same on the right side. Just, again, making sure that you have 15. Like that. This next part isn't really that hard. It's just, I'm not going to give you a specific number because it's a large number. But you want to take either top plank here, and you want to just bring it back until it overhangs the back of the yellow terracotta by 1. And if you want, when you do this, you can also, well, I'll tell you, yeah, bring up the yellow terracotta walls when you do this, so you also, you know, make sure that you line everything up. And then when you get 1 past the yellow at the back, you can connect them together. But I would bring up all of the yellow terracotta just so it's at the height of the roof, so you're kind of filling in any holes that you may have. And then you'll just fill in the full roof on the left and right. And again, at the right, I would still leave that gap there where the light blue terracotta is. I know it's kind of stupid to do it that way, but it'll maybe make sense later if I decide that it makes sense. I don't know. The only problem with this is I don't have full memory of the inside, so it's kind of just like, yeah, do this and it should hopefully be logical on the inside. Some of the corners I have actually checked, though, like that wall I didn't specifically, which is why we're just gonna probably leave it open for as long as we can. But certain inner corners, like on the first couple of floors, I did make sure that we have the right concrete there. Or terracotta. There you go. That looks a little goofy, though. So this roof is kind of cringe. You want to connect all the slabs and planks at the front here together. And you just want to connect the incline part, and then you'll stop at that last plank, which you will include that last plank when you're doing this as well. Which will, you know, I don't know, it'll give you something. It'll give you a build. But after this, we kind of get screwed with inventory space, so I may tell you to get rid of everything just temporarily. Well, I say temporarily, but I feel like everything is temporary at this point with inventory cleansing and such, but oh well. It's seeing us to something, so. Just like that. Before we actually do that, though, at the specifically the back right of the roof, this will help us line up something with the light blue roof as well. So you want to take this back right dark oak plank, and you want to count forward by 3, so you're on the 4th block. You want to break this dark oak, and you want to also break the 4 in front of it. You will place them again, except you want them a row to the left, so it'll give you a little bit of an indent like that. I think this is where I say clear your inventory. Yes. Clear your inventory and get out. Spruce planks. Spruce slabs. Spruce fence. Muddy mangrove roots, which is a weird one. Pillar quartz block. Light blue terracotta. I believe it's yellow terracotta? It is yellow terracotta, yeah. So yellow terracotta. And just for the heck of it, we'll go glass panes and warped planks. We may not use the last 2 yet. Those might be later. I'm going to do the thing that I told you I was going to tell you to do earlier. And that's taking the floor of the magnet room in line with the pillar quartz and just filling it in with spruce planks. This is probably a good thing to slash fill. I'm going to do that to save some time. You also, it is helpful to be familiar with slash fill for this next step. But yeah, just like that. We're going to go back to the roof now. I just wanted to get that out of the way. For the roof, I would actually recommend by coming back to that divot that we placed here with the dark oak planks in. Where the dark oak planks originally were, you will place spruce slabs, and from that you will go down diagonally to the right with a row of spruce planks, which is going to be 5, like so. That will help us line up one of our roofs. It's a weird roof, though. It's kind of part of the light blue train station that we have to the right of this, but it's also part of the elevator. I don't know what's happening. So, anyway. On top of the outer dark oak planks, not including this little divot, you're going to want to place spruce fence. On the right in the front, there is no, well, that's a lie. Just place it on the right for now, and then I'll give you some numbers for the front and stuff. We'll come back into the windmill later, but for the front, it's going to be left with 4 spruce fence once you have this corner, so it'll be 5 total. And then it will be a gap of 8, so to the 9th block. And on this 9th one, you can just place 6 spruce fence, and you should end on your corner. You'll place 1 going back. You'll leave a 7 block gap. And then the rest will be spruce fence. For the back, you will go across from left to right. Assuming you have the corner block already, you will place 5 spruce fence. You'll then leave an 7 block gap again. And then you'll just place your 5 spruce fence on the other side as well. The center of this roof, you want to fill in line with the dark oak planks and with muddy mangrove roots. It is very helpful to have slash fill for this. So 1 corner from the other, you'll just do the normal slash fill, tilde, 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 control V. And then it's just muddy underscore mangrove underscore roots. Make sure to do keep. That's not how you spell roots. And then do keep at the end. The keep will make it so those dark oak planks here don't get destroyed. You can, worst case, replace them, but yeah. There's that. For the plans for this as well, I'm going to say this right now. There's nothing specific with them. I'm just going to tell you to spam place them when we get there, just so you're aware. But, yeah. There's the magnet room done. Let's see how we're looking. You can tell there's something very much missing here, but I mean, yeah, it's coming together. We're certainly getting up there in height. Now, where you have this row of light blue terracotta, you want to extend it down with 2 more rows of light blue terracotta. And then below that, you replace a row of pillar course block. Make sure that the ends are upward facing in the middle of sideways. Like so. You will take the front and back pillar course blocks, something like that. And you'll bring each of these pillar courts right with 17 pillar courts. And then you can connect them together and also, again, make sure that your corners are upward facing. From left to right on this section, on at least the front, you will place, going, again, left to right, 6 light blue terracotta, upward facing pillar quartz block, leave a 3 block gap, upward facing pillar quartz block, and then 6 light blue terracotta. Copy that row 4 more times, except on the 4th row you will connect the pillar quartz together at the top. So, let's just keep building, why not, for this portion. You want to take all of the light blue terracotta to the right of the train doorway we just made, and bring them each up by, we'll say 2, yes, 2. I was going to say 1, but 2 is the number that you actually need. Then going left to right on top of this, you want to place 3 light blue terracotta, glass pane, and 2 light blue terracotta. So, copy that row 2 more times. This is where things are going to get weird. But on that second row, you will break the top left light blue terracotta. And then you will keep placing rows of light blue terracotta on top of that to get 1 shorter on the left each time, until you're just left with 1. Just like that. And it should be 4 rows above the glass, if you are correct, which it won't be directly above. It'll be 2 directly above, and then 3 will be the row to the right, and 4 will be the row to the right of that. There you go. what I just told you to do, you want to replicate on the back of this build. So, I'm not going to give you the numbers and stuff again, but it's fairly simple. It's just, the doorway is basically in the middle. It's actually technically not in the middle. It's technically one to the, from the front, it's one to the right. Because it's technically 7 with the wall that we already have. But it's a fairly simple thing. Just look at the front and copy it. And I'll give you a second to look at it once I am finished, because I know I kind of am a speedy boy when it comes to building. That's what it should look like on the back. Told you I was speedy. I don't have my water there. It's fine. I don't need water. Water's for losers. Coming from an avid water drinker. Anyway. At the right wall of this, you can just fill this in with light blue terracotta completely. Up to the top height here. Eventually we'll get there. Yeah, just like that. We'll do the roof of this section later, since we don't have the dark oak stuff for it. We'll probably end up doing most of the roofs at the end. I think I've said that like 3 times already. But when I record this over the span of multiple days, I don't know what happens anymore. So, you know, that is unfortunate, right? So, I would do the roof for this section right now, however, we unfortunately can't without doing the elevator, which I don't want to do the elevator until we've done the roof below. So, essentially, it's a giant train of, well, we could do this, but we can't. What I'm going to tell you to do, though, is inside the light blue terracotta room, you want to fill in the entire floor with spruce planks, except you want to leave the 3 middle rows open for right now, which is just like the train path. It's not, like, exactly the middle, I don't think, but... Wait, is it? No, it's not, but you get the general gist. I think it actually is a 2-block center, so there technically is no middle 3 rows. If you're gonna get technical with me here, but, yeah. And then we'll just work down on this, and then really, we're gonna do the section below this, and then we're, like, almost there. Almost where? I don't know. Get rid of your... spruce fence and your muddy mangrove roots, and you want to get out cobble deep slate slabs and birch doors. And the middle 3 rows that I told you to leave open, you want to fill in with cobble deep slate slabs. Except make the middle row, that's a weird sentence, the middle row blocks just by placing slabs on the other slabs. Like so. Now... this yellow terracotta section's fairly easy. You just wanna you wanna come to the pillar courts, or this bottom left pillar courts of this room, and you wanna count back by 2 and place a yellow terracotta here. Bring this yellow terracotta. You wanna bring this yellow terracotta right by 13. And then from there you're gonna go all the way to the back until you're in line with the back pillar courts, which I'll give you the number. It's just 11 on both sides, and then you can connect together, which will give you a nice little rectangle. Bring that down with an additional 4 rows of yellow terracotta. There is a door somewhere, but we'll worry about that in a second here. As in, after we basically finish the room. That's my yellow terracotta. I need that, even though I still have more, but I can't just, like, litter like that, you know? I don't think he would notice, though. I mean, he's got a pretty big house. And that would get lodged inside the roof, technically speaking. So he definitely would not notice, but I still can't get away with littering without feeling a little guilty, you know? That's the space key, not the shift key. Classic move, honestly. Man, I don't even know what I'm, like, thinking anymore. Okay. Once you have done that, you can place your pillar courts below this, just kind of the usual corners facing up, everything else not. Like so. And then you want to come to the back left yellow terracotta, which is this one, and from it you want to count forward by 2 and break this yellow terracotta and the one above it. I broke the wall in my alt account. And then you want to place a birch door in this door where the handle should face right if you're looking at it like this. The floor in this room is warped planks, so just, you know, fill in your floor in line with the pillar courts with warped planks. There's that weird door in the, door in the floor. Hey, that rhymes. We'll do that in a little minute here. Okay, like, right after we finish filling it in. Like so. That's very blue. Oh my god. Make sure you're at the front, which I am. And you want to come to the front right warped plank. Count left by 2 and break this one and the one behind it. And get rid of, I guess, your birch door and get out birch trapdoors. And you just want to place birch trapdoors along the top half of the warped planks that face toward each other like that. Essentially, it's like a hatch almost. Or I guess like a trap where if you were to happen to, I don't know, step on it, it would open both sides at the same time, like that kind of a trapdoor thing going. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? No? Yes? Maybe? A good enough response. So, now what do we do? I guess we might as well stop putting off the things that I've been putting off. But if you look at your house, you'll see we've got a pretty good amount of progress here. Just everything looks a little weird because there's no roofs, which I guess I'm going to cry because I saved all the roofs for last. Come to the left side and, well, I would start by clearing your inventory and getting out. Pillar quartz blocks. Light blue concrete. Mangrove planks. Stripped spruce, either wood or logs, it doesn't matter. And we'll say spruce planks. And I feel like we can't avoid this roof. So, dark oak stairs, dark oak planks, and dark oak slabs. And we do still have one slot. So I'm going to tell you to get... We need 2 materials. That's so cringe. I'm going to say birch doors because we can get rid of those fairly easily. So, if you recall at this left side here, where you have this red concrete section, there's the row of pillar courts above it that I told you we would worry about later, or I said something along the lines of that. I don't really remember. You want to, on top of the first 9 pillar courts blocks, you want to place a light blue concrete. And then you will place a strip spruce on top of the next one, which should be upward facing, and will be in line with that window with no glass in it. And then you will go from that right with 3 light blue concrete. A birch door with the handle, if you're at the... A birch door that you will place from the back with the handle on the right side. So you're going to need a placeholder. And you want a mangrove plank under it also. It will be like that. And then you want 5 light blue concrete. Back with 2. Then a birch door, except you want to be on the left side of it, and the handle will be facing left this time, like that, which is technically back. And then you will place 3 light blue concrete, and then you'll bring it back left with 2, and then a upward facing strip spruce, which you're going to need more placeholders for. That strip spruce will hang over the edge of the red by 1, which is technically correct. Or I guess not technically, it is correct. Which, I would just take this back pillar quartz block, this upward facing one, and bring it all the way across until it's, I guess, in line with the red concrete. Might as well. Like that. Now, from the kind of corner of this, I guess this corner of light blue here, this inner one, you will bring it towards the back with 3 light blue concrete, strip spruce, and then you'll leave a 2-block gap, and on this end of red concrete, you'll actually place a pillar quartz on top, and then a strip spruce on top of that. And it'll give you this. Which, if you want to make the whole row of pillar courts, you might as well. It's not going to hurt anybody. From that, you want to bring that bottom pillar courts here. God dang it, not again. You want to bring that bottom pillar courts here right by 10. Which, it actually should be in line with the pillar courts below you here, this yellow concrete one. Which, I can actually, okay, yeah, sorry. There's like 4 walls in the way, so I wanted to make sure it was correct. And on top of that end, you can place a strip spruce. Now you're bringing this pillar courts here towards the front of the build by 13. Which will actually line up with that wall there, as you can see. And what you're going to want to do is, ignoring that kind of 13, you'll come back to the strip spruce and you will leave a 6 block gap. And you will place on the 7th a strip spruce, which you'll notice it will line up with that intersection there. And then you'll bring it towards the intersection with, what is it, 4 light blue concrete. A birch door, which from the back you are placing it with the handle on the right side, and then you'll just connect it into that with 4 more light blue concrete. Oh, this is awful. So, your 2 balconies here, these 2 openings, you want to fill them in with mangrove planks in line with the pillar courts. Just might as well get it out of the way. It also may be worth mentioning that this pillar courts corner here has a strip spruce on it. The kind of back, I guess not the back left, but the one in line with that red wall originally where you had that one overhanging block. It's right there. Now, from this point, bring each of your strip spruce and light blue concrete up by 4. Which then will lead you to place 3 rows of light blue on top of the, birch doors, which is what you want to do. We are slowly making our way there. I apologize if this is grueling in any way. Especially not splitting this up into multiple videos. But to be fair, I guess I'm going through the same pain, and so. And this is my 2nd time building it. Laughs in that right there. And we're almost there, though. We're almost there on the house itself. We're certainly further than I would expect to be at this point. So, there's kind of a weird pattern here. I will explain it to the best of my abilities. So, it's essentially, it's a slab, stair pattern with the dark oak on top of this pillar courts. So, if you start from this first row of strip spruce we placed, and you go back, you'll place dark oak, slab, stair facing forward, slab, stair facing forward, slab, and then you'll go across at this next portion. It'll start with a slab again, and it will have a stair facing right. No, sorry, stair facing left, actually. And then slab, stair, slab. This is stair facing forward and then a slab. And then this back is slab and then stair facing left, and then they keep the pattern going. And then going forward here, it is a stair facing back to start, and then, you know, slab, stair, whatever. You can get rid of your birch door and get out dark oak trapdoors, because you want to place dark oak trapdoors on top of this, so it actually kind of creates a... That's the wrong thing. So it actually kind of creates a full railing. Try to make all the trapdoors face the same direction, just because for consistency purposes. I mean, you could make them all the same in the same line, just don't have them different in the same line is basically all. Yeah, like that. really quickly, because I don't want to forget, get rid of your dark oak trapdoors and get out a glow item frame. This first door that we place, which is, I guess, the furthest forward one, you'll place a glow item frame above it. Get rid of that glow item frame and just get a random goat horn. It doesn't matter which one. Where are goat horns? There they are. And you want to place the goat horn in the item frame. And you want to rotate it. And you want to rotate it once, like that. That's just like the little moon door thing. The sun door is obviously inside, so... I misplaced that item. How do I even do that? You know what? These aren't the things that we're here for. We're here for a building, not crying because I misplaced a block. Anyway. I am actually going to do the impossible here. And you know what that is? Ignoring this roof for a second. Because I want to keep moving along with this wall. Because if we have this wall here, we can just do the roof better. But we're not going to do the whole wall because we'll make some exceptions to work it out. So, if you're standing above everything and you're, let's say you're in this train station room here, this light blue one, and you're just looking back. Come to this most right and forward strip spruce. That's this one. And you're going to want to place going forward from it 6 light blue concrete, which should end on the end of that pillar quartz. And then you want to go right with 4. And then you'll go back with 3 for now. And you'll place your pillar quartz underneath. And that will go further, so don't do anything with it, the pillar quartz. And you can just place or bring the light blue concrete up with 4 rows. I gotta make this corner upward facing because it's annoying me seeing it not. I'm in such that OCD state of mind. There we go. Just like that. Now, we'll start back at the left side of this wall where we started, and you want to from the, I guess, this row of light blue here. And so you want to, from this left row of light blue concrete, you want to take the yellow concrete, not directly up diagonally out from it, but one more out. So it'll actually be the edge of the yellow concrete. And you'll bring this back with dark oak slabs until it is one past this back strip spruce. And then you'll bring it right. And I want you to stop it in this corner here of light blue. You'll see why later. Well, it's just because the 2 roofs are different. But yeah, it'll give you this, essentially, from a top view. You'll place inside of that a row of dark oak planks that follows the same trajectory. Then you'll go up diagonally in with a row of dark oak slabs. Then a row of planks inside of this. And you want 6 of these kind of, I guess 6 rows total. So first, second, third, fourth, fifth, 6th should end one shy of this train station room and also in line with the edge of the yellow concrete. That is the measurement that I am going to give you. That yellow concrete will actually end up being brought a little bit more in, but I'm going to probably worry about that later. Unless you want it. It's like, you could honestly just like connect the thing up to the, back to the front right of it. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, You can come to the underside here and just fill in the peak in with spruce planks in line with where the dark oak planks are. You will have like a 2-block dark oak trim kind of going around, which is fine. But it'll look like this. Now, as for the other peak, this one is not so... No, I lied. It's... How is this more weird? Whatever. Or you're just gonna, I guess, bring this dark oak slab here back until it overhangs the strip spruce by 1. And at the right side, you want the 1-block gap thing happening again. So you're going to place a dark oak slab up diagonally to the right from the strip spruce, and then you'll go 1 more out and break that original. When you go forward, you will also leave a 1-block gap there from that light blue, and it will stick 1 past the strip spruce, like so. If that is a lot to take in, here is your overhead perspective again. They're both at the same height. I know it actually looks like they're different, but they're the same height. Then you will bring each of the row of slabs in with a row of dark oak stairs that face towards the slabs, I guess. And at the, which side is at the left one? You want to stop when you hit the planks, just for now. It will end up being brought back more, and they'll kind of connect, but I'm not worrying about that right now. And then from that, you'll place an row of upside down, or I guess just on the end block, you'll place an upside down dark oak stair moving in. With a slab on top, and this will be a full row of the slabs. You'll bring these slabs in a row, and you'll bring the upside down dark oak stair just in with an upside down slab. Like that. And then from the top row of slabs, you will place a row of planks inside. And then a single upside down slab with a row of slabs on top. And then you'll just place your 2 rows of dark oak planks in the middle. These planks bring back to the back more section, so it'll be a little off, I guess, lopsided like that, unless you wanted to perfectly split it. Just gonna cost you a little bit of time later. Each of your strip spruce, or I guess just your back right strip spruce stuff we brought up with another strip spruce. But you should also take that advantage to, well, okay. Here's what I'm gonna tell you to do. It's weird, but you wanna, I guess, pretend like you're standing on the balcony, or actually standing on the balcony, and from that right top strip spruce, you'll place a dark oak plank behind it and extend it all the way to the left. And it'll meet with more dark oak. Then in front of that, you can fill in your roof here in with spruce planks again. And if you come back out here, you'll have like this little 1 row, and you want to make it light blue concrete. Like so, and then you'll have some like dark oak or some upside down dark oak slabs and stuff you're gonna want to bring back by a row just so everything is a little smoother. Just like that. That wasn't awful. I mean, it was, but it wasn't. So I'm gonna tell you to also just connect the 2 roofs because you're gonna need to do that anyway. So can this controller stop falling? It's not gonna fall off to my desk. I think you should know the drill. Plank overrules stair, but stair overrules slab. So you see this row of planks is intersecting with a row of stairs. You'll place a plank. Slabs and slabs will just connect. Really? I need my wall there. Thanks, though. Next row is slabs, and the planks also overrule the slabs and will connect with the other planks, and then it's just slab to slab, and then plank to plank again. And it will give you something like this. Not bad. If you, well, no, I'm actually not going to tell you to do that. I was going to tell you you can bring the dark oak planks all the way forward until it's like in line with the yellow and stuff, but I don't want to do that right now because it'll get weird. I feel like that's the motto of this video. If we do it this way, it's going to get weird. So I suppose a good starting point here is actually where I'm like standing right now. So at the right side of this roof, if you're from the front, you're gonna have this little 1 block gap from this light blue concrete wall, or you should. If you don't, make sure you do have one. You want to bring the dark oak stair forward into that gap, and then you want to extend it right by 3, except these stairs will be facing backward, so it's in line with the edge of that light blue concrete. And what you're going to do from there is you're going to go upward diagonally forward with a row of slabs. Or I guess, sorry, yeah, upward diagonally forward. Then forward with a row of planks. And then upward diagonally forward with another row of slabs. And that will be 1 short of the edge of your light blue concrete. And I would bring just the left side of this, or the right side of this, sorry, down with dark oak planks like that. And these couple of rows you can connect into the other roof the same way that I told you to do the other one. like so. In line with that back row of slabs, you can fill in your dark oak planks to that, or that front row of slabs, I guess, technically. But you can fill in your planks up to that distance. Just like that. That just gets a little bit more of the roof filled in. And now it's time for the yellow concrete section. And then for the yellow concrete section, that's, I guess, next. It'll connect into the other yellow concrete, and then it'll also help us mark our pillar courts a little bit. It's kind of weird, but it does. So, make sure you're, again, from the front. You want to orient yourself like you're from the front. And you'll take this frontmost pillar courts block here. Also, do not change the direction of this one. This one wants to be facing front to back. It's destined to. But from this, you want to go right with 4 pillar courts blocks. That end one will be upward facing there. And then you will bring that forward by 5. And then it should just connect perfectly right into that light blue terracotta like that. Which I would, by default logic, then make this one a left to right facing sideways pillar courts. Although it technically doesn't matter that much. But yeah. That's another thing just lining up for us nicely. And that doesn't mean we are doing things right. Which is always, I think, really reassuring in something like this. Just having a number line up like that is just crucial. Get rid of the goat horn. And I guess I never picked up that pillar quartz I dropped. Oh, well. I guess get rid of your mangrove. No, actually, don't get rid of mangrove planks. Get rid of strip spruce logs, and I'll just push everything forward. And get out yellow concrete and glass pans. First off, following this whole shape, you're going to want to place a row of yellow concrete on top of it until you connect back up with that yellow concrete up there. So you're just following the pillar courts perfectly. Like so. Now, I guess for the next row, you'll do the same thing, but you'll place yellow concrete, glass pane, and then the rest of the row wants to be yellow concrete again. You will copy that row 2 more times. And so, you want to place 1 row of yellow concrete on top of this. Some of it will be more in a second, but we're just going to start with the 1 because everything is at minimum 1, which is kind of how we should work. So, we're going to highlight this window section now, and I'm giving up on trying to pretend like we're at the front or going from the front all the time. So, just look towards the window from the outside of the build, and you'll take that, essentially that wall that window is on, this row of yellow concrete, will bring it up by 1, and also the row adjacent to it, or perpendicular to it, like that. So you're just kind of emphasizing the giant L that we're taking right now by putting ourselves through this. So, as I give myself night vision, you want to, off the front of this, I guess the top row of yellow concrete, you want to bring it towards you with a row of upside down dark oak slabs, and these want to extend off of the edge by 3. I know that's weird, but it is what it is. You can then place a row of dark oak stairs on top. And then you'll bring that row of dark oak stairs upward diagonally towards the actual front of the build with 2 more rows of dark oak stairs. And these rows of stairs, at least the top row, is going to want to extend... Yeah, just the top row is going to want to extend all the way until you're at the far side of the train station doorway, and you're ending on that 3rd block right there. And then this row here will just kind of go behind these slabs, and then the planks will laugh in its face and take it over. And I would just place another row of planks, because funny. So there you go. There's a certain point. I think it's, was it 4 or 5? Well, I guess if you want to come to this red concrete section here at the actual front, you'll just take these 4 rows of dark oak planks, and you'll just bring them all the way back until they connect with this roof that we're working on. Thanks, Minecraft Ambiance. That's really helpful. You can bring the rest, I guess, if you want, just back, or towards the front by 6, these end 2. But that's all you actually want to do, because there's a roof that sticks up here. Which we'll do in a little bit here. But you will bring the, stairs, and I guess the first 3 planks each down with 2 dark oak planks, or 1. They want to all be level like that. And then you'll place your upside down dark oak steps below it. And to just fill in the underside here like that. There we go. We're moving along for sure with the roofs. Do I want to do this large roof right now? Tell you what, we're gonna not, because I want to do the smaller side roof first, but I don't want to do that right now either, so Procrastination 9000 is working really well here. Alright, so I'm going to tell you to do something for just a little bit of ease of access here, or I guess if that's the terminology I want to be, I don't even know if that's what I want to say, but I'll say that, yeah, just for a little bit of making our life easier. So, this row of pillar courts here under the porch section, specifically, the one that is going front to back, you will bring it towards the front, and you will also bring this one here that's above where this light blue terracotta wall will be, you'll bring this across, and these want to kind of connect at a point. And you will notice it's actually a block off of the light blue terracotta. I do want to make sure that is correct. If I could break a block. Yeah, okay. So, it is supposed to be like that. I always get scared whenever something like that is like a little bit off. But, yeah, so that's fine. Weird, but fine. Now, if you're looking at this kind of weird Tetris-looking shape, I would recommend that you're inside the light blue terracotta room looking back to make this easier. You will take this row of pillar courts with the light blue above it, and you will bring it straight forward, so that will kind of split your gap in half. At the front left of this, you will leave the first 2 rows, and then the third one you will connect together, which will kind of leave you with these 2 gaps like this. Or I guess 3 gaps, I should say. I can't count. That 2 block gap you will leave open, and these other 2 you will fill the underside in with mangrove planks. I guess we're working back down to connect. I don't actually know what I'm doing still. Get rid of your... Frick. You know, that's an interesting question. Frick isn't the question, though. Get rid of your light blue concrete and get out light blue terracotta. That's quite the switch. And underneath the pillar courts, you'll make the top row of it light blue terracotta. Of this back row, at least. Like that row. You will go... Okay. I think there's an easier way to explain this. The window on the yellow concrete section, this one here, with the 2 blocks of yellow on one side and 1 on the other, you're going to actually trace this window down, and you're going to place a 3-block window going down from the light blue terracotta in the same spot. Like, right there. It's, if you can see where that is, it's there. And then this wall will be fully light blue terracotta going down to this line of pillar courts here. I wouldn't bring it all the way down, though. I would bring it all the way down for these 5 rows here. However, underneath the... or I guess the other rows, just bring down to 1 lower than the window. But everything... I guess... okay. How do I explain this? If you're looking at the build, the row... every row to the left of the window you are bringing down by 9. Every row that is the window and to the right of the window you're bringing down with 4 rows of light blue terracotta. That's the best way I can explain it. This is kind of the problem with working, like, up and then back down, is you're gonna get weird things like this happening. But it is what it is. Now, this may require a bit of knowledge about Act 3, but I'll try to explain it to where it doesn't. So you have these 2 rows open here. Between the opening, or I guess between the, what is the train station room and the opening kind of below you here, which is where the blue key is, if I remember correctly. Man, it's been a while. you want to take the kind of framing here, and you want to... Well, you actually might have an upward-facing pillar quartz here, which would be very helpful, because you'll just bring this one up by 6. And then you'll end up bringing it... If you're looking towards the front, you'll bring it right by 3, and then connect it down to this corner. And then you'll also bring the... At least... You'll bring both sides, actually, to the back wall. Just like that. And that's kind of how it'll line up with the window. I apologize if this is getting confusing. I'm confusing myself, frankly. But you can fill in at least this 2-block side and the side with the opening that is where the blue key is. You'll fill these in with yellow concrete. That is, I guess, what's nice about this, is I can kind of explain, like, in comparison to something. Like, it's not like the left and the right. It's like the side where the key is and the side where the key isn't. That does make my life a bit easier. It's not easy still, but it's easier. I do want to finish this section. I do. Tell you what, we're gonna play a little bit of inventory limbo. Get rid of your mangrove and spruce planks, and get out mangrove slabs, how ironic, and birch fence. In the middle of this, you will place mangrove slabs, in, I guess, on the inside of the pillar quartz, and on top of the pillar quartz, you'll place birch fence. Easy enough. You can now get rid of those 2 materials and get out light blue concrete and warped planks. Now, if you are looking, again, we're going to keep our orientation now this way, to where when you're looking to the front, or if you're from the back looking towards the front, you will go right from this perspective, from this top right-hand pillar quartz. You will count down by 1, and you will place 4 sideways pillar quartz to the right. You'll notice that should be parallel with a row directly below it, which you can just fill in this gap with light blue concrete, these 4 rows. Ignore the voice crack also. Just try to. The ceiling of this will be warped planks. However, there is a bit of a catch. You will have the same kind of 2x2 gap that you have down here, except it'll be on the opposite side, so it'll be... I'll just build it and show you. It'll be right there. And then the back will be the same, except I think this actually... Yeah, it's shifted a row, so... Kind of get a little bit of an inconsistency, but it's fine. I'll try to remember to do this. Worst case, we will do this on the interior if I forget, but it will get done eventually, just maybe not right now. So honestly, a lot of what is happening now right here is just connecting pillar quartz and kind of making sense of what we have. So where the door is, this birch door here, you will have a yellow concrete wall in line with this birch door. It's the one into the... It leads into the room, or no, I guess it leads into the, like, the stairwell room at the back here. It's kind of just chilling here. But this yellow concrete will be pillar quartz on top of it, and then it will go past this first row, which is the red room, and it will go towards the front of the actual build there. So you're going to have this kind of a yellow concrete shape going. And you want to have 5 rows of yellow here. It's a weird thing for sure, but yeah, explaining something like this is just absurd. Like, how am I supposed to make sense of all of these numbers and directions and stuff? But I do try my best. I apologize if it is confusing in any way. I am attempting to make it as easy as I can, but even my brain can't exactly wrap around what's going on. This world gets even weirder. Don't worry. It only gets worse from here. So, for one, you have a scam row of pillar quartz, actually. This row right here isn't here. I don't know why I have it, but it's not there. It's kind of just... You want to replace it with yellow concrete. And then you'll bring the sideways pillar quartz all the way around on top of the yellow. And it will keep going towards the front of the build until it slams directly into the light blue terracotta. Like that. Now you can actually get rid of your light blue terracotta and get out red concrete. This will bring us actually one step closer to just going up here and doing this. So, here comes the inventory limbo again. You want to get rid of your warp planks and get out spruce planks. And so, this is where I'm going to have probably a tough time explaining this. From this pillar quartz corner here, where you have, or the pillar quartz corner of the light blue terracotta section. It's, if you're looking towards the front again, it's this left one. Make sure you are in line with the pillar quartz of this red wall that I am currently looking at. And from here, you will take this pillar quartz and you will bring it back with red concrete until you are diagonally touching, or I guess until you are touching this pillar quartz, rather. And then everything left of this will be filled in with spruce planks, this gap here. Essentially, there's no pillar quartz there. I'm not sure why, but there's not. So, yeah, that's why that's a little weird. But, yeah, we're certainly getting somewhere, man. This house is, it gives me nightmares, you know? It gives me nightmares. Not actually, but it's close for sure. So now we've created a little bit of a new shape here. This row of red concrete is included in that, that new party. You're going to want to place an additional row of red concrete on top of that red concrete, and then when you hit the, I guess, the pillar quartz, you will just go across and then back forward, kind of doing the same fashion that we did with the pillar quartz, where you will connect into the light blue terracotta. Back wall, you just want to place an additional 4 rows of red concrete on top of. Now, when you do this, the corners don't matter. One corner you won't be able to do, the other corner you can do. It doesn't matter if you do it or not. With that 4th row, at least. I won't, because, symmetry. But it's covered up by a roof anyway, so. Yeah, okay, it literally doesn't matter. I'm just, like, kind of looking at it and being like, putting my detective goggles on. On that red concrete where there's no pillar quartz, this side over here, you're going to go towards the front of the build, and you want to place 5 red concrete, glass pane, red concrete, glass pane, and then the rest of the row will be red concrete. You will then copy that row 2 more times. And I scammed you. Sick. Because then you want to place another row of red concrete on top. Which will make it in line with that, but it's a half a row shorter, which is what I'm going to put my excuse on. But it's fine, surely. There you go. You do want oak signs over these, so if you want to quickly do that, just getting rid of your spruce planks. You can. I don't think we need spruce planks right now anyway. We probably would have gotten rid of them next, so. Because I think I want to do that pathway up there. The other wall, which is this one, you will again go from the actual back towards the front, and it's kind of a similar thing, actually. It's 5 red concrete, glass pane, and the rest of the row will be red. And you will copy that row 2 more times, and that will fill in this entire wall. Oh man, I can't even give you that as an option. It's one further back from that window right there. You can kind of see how it lines up. Whee. Anyway. That's looking pretty good. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling pretty good about this right now. Honestly, after the roofs, now it's just a couple touches and magnet room and floating room. And we can't forget about the train station. Oh, goodness. I tried to forget about it. Unfortunately, no good feeling lasts forever, so, we're going to ignore it, and you're going to want to come into this gap here that I was talking about earlier that I've mentioned like 3 times. It's to the right if you're looking towards this light blue terracotta wall. It's to the right of this window. You'll come up here, get rid of your oak signs, and get out mangrove planks. From these 3 pillar courts here, you will place 12 rows of mangrove planks going towards the front of the build. Nice and nicely, that will actually fill in your light blue terracotta section like that, so it'll end perfectly. Can you stop lagging? Jesus, Minecraft. Get rid of your mangrove planks, get out spruce planks, and the pillar quartz in the middle back you will replace with a spruce plank, which you can then get rid of the spruce and get out birch door. And the door here wants to have the handle facing left if you're looking at it. For the sides of this passage, if you are from an overhead view looking down on it, the pillar quartz at the back here, this wants to be, not that row, this row here, this row 3 wants to be light blue, and then it will be 3 going towards the doorway, and then it'll be in line with the pillar quartz, actually, which is annoying because then the next row back will be upward facing pillar quartz, and then everything in front of that will be red concrete, including the wall that the door sits on. I believe this has to do with consistency. I believe that's why I did it like this. I think there's something, I think it's like a normal, like an inside wall pattern here, but I made it red and blue, I believe, for consistency purposes, because I don't think it actually is red and blue. Anyway, you can bring all the concretes and stuff up with 4 additional rows. Thankfully, this isn't like Alpha 3 where there's the roof clipping through the ceiling, so we don't have that to worry about. Surprisingly, there are some certain kinks in this build, but roofs clipping through ceilings is not one of them, I don't believe. Although weird gaps in roofs is definitely, and walls not exactly walling properly is also on that list. But not roofs inside of rooms. Ceiling in here is upside-down stone slab, so I guess say bye-bye to your birch doors for this purpose and intention. Purpose and intention. I don't know why. I've never said that in my life. Anyway, it's in line with the top row stuff, if that helps. There you go. Comments, jeez. What even is it? Oh, it's, never mind. It's the NHL logo. In case you were wondering what day I was recording this. Guess what? More inventory limbo. Get rid of stone slabs, get out ladders. I am hanging on a dear life with these 3 materials right now. And the middle of the thingy here, you'll place ladders on, aka the middle pillar quartz and everything below it, which is just light blue terracotta. I don't know why I said everything below it like that. Let's stop hanging on to dear life for these and actually freaking use them. So, all of the roofs suck. I'm gonna be honest with you here. They all are awful, and I don't want to do any of them. So I'm gonna pick very carefully what I start with. And we're gonna start with the yellow concrete, actually. We're gonna abandon what I was doing earlier with directions, and just come back to the front of the build for a second, and just kind of chill for a moment while I get situated with my alt character. Take a breather. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. You have the dark oak planks here underneath these stairs on the red concrete roof, at least hopefully. You will take this bottom row of dark oak planks, you'll take this back dark oak plank, and you will bring it right with dark oak stairs until it overhangs this by 1 stair. You will then bring it back with a dark oak plank. Is it 4? No, it is not 4. It is 5 dark oak slabs, plank, and then another stair. So, I hate this roof. Essentially, what you want to place a dark oak stair on top of each dark oak plank, preferably facing the right direction, which will give you this. You'll bring each of those stairs in with an upside down dark oak stair, up with a stair, in with an upside down stair, up with a stair, and then in the middle you will place a plank with a slab on top. That's that peak. You will just bring this peak, at least the outer stairs and the slab of it, left with 3 rows. You don't want any more than that because there's the train thing that just cuts right on through it and doesn't really care about its well-being nor thoughts. Like so. If you are on the front, you will actually take these next 2 dark oak stairs and you'll just break them and place yellow concrete behind where they were. On top of that yellow concrete, you'll place dark oak slabs, and these dark oak slabs will go back, and they will kind of end in the same spot. Or they will end in line with the yellow concrete, except at the back you will end up with a third row, so when you're doing this, I would actually just leave the first 2 slabs open, and the back, 5 can be 3, and then you'll place your yellow concrete under it. Just for ease of it later, you can make that middle row a full row of dark oak planks out of your slabs. Just like that. Anyway, for the other peak, this peak's a lot bigger. And it kind of follows similar-ish guidelines. So, I'm going to actually start from the back with this one for a couple of reasons here. So, first off, you'll have this roof overhanging by like 3 blocks here. You will take these upside down dark oak slabs up against the yellow here, and you'll make them planks. And then you will bring them out with dark oak stairs until they overhang by 1, which will be 5. It'll give you this, basically. And then you will place... You'll kind of do the same thing. You'll place a plank moving towards the front from that, and then a row of dark oak slabs. And then it's just, you know, the dark oak stair, or upside down dark oak stair bonanza again. Until you end in a... I'm going to tell you if it's a 1 or a 2 block center, just so you're aware. It's a 2 block center this time. So we'll just end with stairs facing into each other. When you start from the front, make sure you make it a plank where an upside down stair would be. Or where that first upside down stair would be. As in this one here, because you don't want to get... I guess it doesn't actually matter. So that was kind of useless information, but whatever. Oh, I almost nailed that. Just like that. You actually kind of have already a set border for this one, which is very nice. So you can just bring these dark oak stairs all the way left until you hit that border, which is just the dark oak roof there. However, on the upper half, you're going to leave, or before you hit the train station, you're going to leave a 2 block gap. So you're just going 2 blocks further, basically. These peaks are weird for a specific reason, which is, I guess, why I haven't filled in the sides of the peaks yet with yellow concrete, because they don't normal do thing. In case you guys needed grammar lessons, you're not getting them from me, because, oh my god. Anyway, some of them will connect into dark oak, which is what you want, and some of them should connect into dark oak, so you're going to want to place dark oak there. Like that. There you go. For each peak, this actually works the same, which is nice. So, come back to the front. On the right side, which is the side with upside down dark oak stairs and stuff, you're going to place your yellow concrete in a row from the peak. On the left side, you'll actually place it in line with the dark oak stairs, or the end row of dark oak stairs. There are no upside down stairs, there's no anything, it's just sadness. Frankly. Which is something like this. Sadness looks something like this, guys. Well, actually not this one, but the other side of this one. Just wait. Just you wait and see. There you go. This is really finally starting to come together. This next roof I am putting off for a reason. However, we're going to have to do it eventually, so. Here goes, I guess. The red concrete section here. Oh boy, are we in for a roof. We'll start with the easier portion, and then we'll have to connect them together. So, this front hanging, something like that. This front portion here, you'll place dark oak stairs off of the front and right, which will be up diagonally out from the red concrete row. It's a little tight to place, so bear with me there. Oh yeah, I'm so good. This also will end up on the left side, which is this over here. It'll be off of this whole row of red concrete, and just stop when you are in the corner or one short of this corner? In the corner. So, these roofs do not connect normally. First off, before we actually start it, on this left side here, you'll place a row of ups and down dark oak slabs underneath the dark oak stairs. But nothing is normal about this roof, unfortunately. So you will place a second row of dark oak stairs going around in the same fashion. They won't connect or anything, unfortunately. But you will just place a second row kind of up diagonally inside like this. I have to do this row by row. You'll see why. So the next row you want to start from the right side, and you're just gonna do the same thing again. You'll go up, or you'll go up diagonally inward, and you'll go around. And this time you will actually be able to go back on the left. However, when you have passed the yellow concrete by one row, stop for a second so I can give you the full number. So when you're past the yellow by one, which is this stair here, kind of just vibing, you will place one more stair backward and then another one that faces forward. Like that. From that, you can place dark oak planks going all the way to the end of the row. Are you following so far? Gonna assume your answer is yes. In that case, good. There is another peak that works off of this peak, and there's also, the rest of the roof. So, I'm gonna ignore the rest of the roof kind of for now. We're gonna try to just make this peak go up. Once you've done that row, though, essentially, you want to just keep placing rows and rows of stairs going around. And when you hit that left side, they're going to stop at the same point. Except they're not going to curve. So, to start, you're going to want to place 2 more rows of stairs that, again, are at the same distance on the right and the left back that we have been doing, except they don't curve on the left. And don't add anything else. Just go to this point. Or go to this stair right there, and then again one more time. It will be further back on the left and the right. That will be solved in a second. Once you have hit that second row, you will place another stair back, and then you will place one left of it that faces forward. For logical purposes, I will tell you to place a dark oak plank under it, because I'm going to forget if I don't say that now, so. You will place one more row of dark oak stairs that goes around, and it will end in line with this edge stair here, and then that should give you a max height. Or not, I guess a max height, but it will leave the stairs 1 block apart from left to right. And then you'll place a row of dark oak slabs that is kind of upward diagonally in from that. That wants to be the distance back of the right stairs. Just like so. I know this isn't making any sense. It's a weird roof. There's essentially... The roof slants different on almost every side. I want to say 3 sides are the same, except this portion is different. But the right side slants differently as well, so that's why I'm completely leaving the right side, because... I don't want to do it, man. I don't want to do it. So, we will... I will give you kind of something to work with here. Rather than just question marks and exclamation points. So, face towards the back, and you have this red concrete wall here that's a little taller. You'll take this bottom row of dark oak stairs here, and you'll bring it left with dark oak slabs until it connects into this peak. Now... From the furthest right slab, you will place a stair behind it that faces forward, and then another one to the right, which will connect it into the thingy like that. You will bring that stair back with a plank, 4 stairs that face left, a plank, and then a stair that faces back. And that should end you on top of the back red concrete, which is correct. Each of those planks you will bring up with a plank, up with a stair, in with an upside down stair, up with a plank, up with a stair, in with an upside down stair, and then you will go up with 2 planks and then a stair. And that will give you this kind of a peak. Kind of looks like a pair of legs. Not that that's important, but I feel like that will lighten the mood of whatever the hell I'm trying to show you how to do right now. The left side of the roof, I think, is simple enough. I will do it step by step still, though. So, you have this row of planks. First off, I would actually connect the rows that you have. So, you're just basically, you know the thing again. It's, you're bringing this peak right, and you're bringing this part back. So, it'll be like this, really. It's just plank over stair. That's all you need to know. Now, on top of that row of planks that you have, you want to place a row of dark oak stairs. This front block, you don't have any direction things going weird, and then again, you'll just place this row of planks there. From this weird stair here that's facing towards the front of the build, you will bring it just back with a row of planks. And then again, you know the drill, plank over stair. The next row, you will start from the front of that row of planks, and it will be a row of dark oak stairs. Again, there's really nothing crazy happening just yet. And then the planks will overrule it. And we are getting close to that, which is kind of good, I guess. So, from this point is where things get a little bit stranger. You want to, from this frontmost stair here, you will bring it right with a dark oak plank. You'll place a dark oak stair on top of it facing forward, and then going back from that, you will place your row of dark oak planks like nothing ever happened. It is important to mention, if you want to do this roof a little differently, by all means go for it. I understand this is a little bit complicated. Just skip ahead until I'm past it. And then, let me not get stuck under a train track. Row of stairs will be just on top of that row of planks. And that should actually connect you with the peak there at the top. Which is good. Then you're going to do a similar thing here. You'll take this stair here, and you will bring it right with a plank, up with a stair that faces forward, and then you will place planks going back. They should be in line with the pillar courts. When you hit this peak here, I guess this corner stair, you'll stop. And then on top of the back planks, you can place dark oak stairs, and this back one, you can just place a curled one that faces back. You will up diagonally in place a row of dark oak planks that is one shorter than that. That's one side of the peak, and this side isn't even the weirdest. I think the back gets weird for sure. Does it actually? Oh yeah, no, it definitely does. So you're gonna take the peak that we have, or this peak here at the left, this one, and you're gonna want to just bring the whole thing right by 5. Yes, by 5. So it'll all be in line with this top corner dark oak stair here. This is just because the roof doesn't actually line up with it. They kind of just like slam into each other. They don't really have any sort of a formal greeting or connection. They just are bonk face first. Anyway. You will, if you're looking at this peak, we're going to pretend like that is the left. You're going to pretend like this pillar course is the front left corner of the build. You'll take this dark oak stair here, this left one, and you'll bring it left with a dark oak plank, towards you with a dark oak stair, and then bring those dark oak stairs all the way left, and curl it at least around the pillar courts, like that. And then you want to place a row of dark oak planks on top of, or I guess upper diagonally in from the dark oak stairs that ends too short of the stair at the left. And in those 2 blocks, you'll place a stair facing left and then a slab. I think this is where the roof is kind of going to introduce itself a little bit. And then from there, you'll place a row of dark oak stairs on top of the planks. And you'll just have that end stair curl to the left. On the left side, on the right side, it will not actually do anything. And then I would just place a plank going back, and then a row of planks upward diagonally in. That will end, again, too short of that curled stair, so it will be there. And then you'll place a stair facing left and a slab, which should still have should, I guess, diagonally connect to that stair. Whenever there's a curled stair, if you want to just bring it towards the, I guess, or quote-unquote backwards by one, you can, just so you kind of understand this better. But this pattern, you want to keep repeating until you basically can't anymore. It's a not very complicated pattern. It's simple enough. I don't have anything to say. I'm a little speechless at this point. But, yeah. And, well, I guess the more logical way to say it is your last row will be this row of planks and the stairs on top of it that are in line with the, or that is basically in line with the top of that peak to your right at the moment. And it'll give you this. Because well, actually, you can do it one more time. You only have 2 planks, but you can do it one more time. And then, it's going to be a stair facing towards you on this right block, and on the left block it'll be the curled one, which we'll just have a row of planks behind it that will connect back. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Anyway, that's the peak that we're looking at. I told you it was weird. It's weirder than the definition of the word weird, huh? Regardless, let's move on. So, I'm going to direct your attention back to the front first, because I do want to just clarify how the front works so things will line up a little bit better. Actually, I think it will comfort you to know. The front is exactly the same as the back. So, essentially, when you bring these rows of stairs and stuff around, the right side, you're just bringing things along. The front side, you will do what you have back there and make sure that it connects into this peak nicely. So you'll have these 2 rows. Make sure this is correct. Yeah, the 2 rows of stairs and the row of slabs per thing. It's a little weird. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm kind of having troubles remembering it. So I will kind of show it a little bit as I go here. So yeah, row of planks, which it's just, I suppose what you really need to remember is row of planks that is too short of the row of stairs below it, or yeah, I guess before it, below it, something like that. And then it'll be stair slab, and then the row of stairs will be on top of the entire row of planks. Again, it's still weird, but hopefully, what I actually might recommend doing is start with the front, and as you do the front, connect it with the back to make sure that your things are lining up, just like row by row. Or you could not worry about it, but because if things line up, then you know you're doing it right. But yeah, I do apologize, this roof is crazy. I think I did dramatize it a little bit, or make it a little bit more drastic than I needed to, but oh well. At the same time, it is definitely a little bit different on the right side than it is on the other 3 sides, so. But yeah. Hopefully, let me know what you guys think also. And then once you hit this point, the right side will also connect with it, which will be very nice and helpful. Or the left side, I guess I should say. Give me some feedback also, anybody who is watching at this point, on how I am instructing it. I know I do go a little bit fast at times, but I just want to make sure that it's at least understandable. And there you go. Fairly not simple. But there's the roof. You can see it does have a very jagged edge, which is a result of the 2 roofs that shouldn't mixing. There are definitely better ways I could have done it, but no, well, it's a little late now, isn't it? So, I think the next course of action is to finish up the, whatchamacallit, the, frack, elevator shaft thing. Get rid of your ladders, your light blue concrete, and your red concrete. I am still missing that pillar quartz. That is wild. And get out brick block, if I could do the thing right. Light blue terracotta, and actually that might be all you need. Yeah, that's all you need. So, we're going to do the same thing that we were doing for this roof here. Pretending like this is the back, or the front left-hand corner, and then, you know, that would be the back right all the way over there somewhere. Maybe that house, just even though that's a little far. You want to take... We'll start actually on the light blue terracotta, because I think it'll make it easier. In line with the pillar quartz between the light blue and the yellow, you will take this pillar quartz underneath the train station door, which I have facing the wrong way, but it's fine. And you will count right by 2. And from this one, you will bring it towards you with 4 pillar quartz block. Make sure that N1 is upward facing. You will bring it right by 4. And then you will connect it back into the light blue terracotta. I have something for this gap. Get out spruce planks and fill in only the right row with spruce. Don't ask why. It's not important. Well, it will be important. Get rid of that and get out smooth quartz stairs. We're not going to use those instantly, but we do want those in a second here. You want to take the entire little 5 thing, or you want to take this all the pillar quartz and bring it up with 4 rows of brick blocks. You will kind of get slid behind the yellow terracotta there, which is fine. Don't worry about that. Of the magnet room, I should probably be specifying here. You'll then place your pillar quartz on top again. Blah. And then on top of that, you will place... You want to, from this back row of pillar quartz, you want to place a row of dark oak slabs on top. And then you want to, on these 3 rows of pillar quartz at the left, you'll place light blue terracotta, and then you'll bring it just right by 4. So it'll be in line with the yellow terracotta. You then want to bring it up with 6 additional rows of light blue terracotta. Make sure that you do leave that right side open, because I believe there's a hole in the wall there. Or it's somewhere in this area. I'm not sure exactly where, but there you go. Refocus on that row of dark oak slabs that we just placed, because you want to extend it left and right by 1. Bring those overhanging ones down with upside down dark oak slabs, and then bring those upside down dark oak slabs towards you. Connect them together with more upside down dark oak slabs. You will take the bottom pillar quartz. We're going to bring this back down, and then we'll worry about other stuff. You'll take the left row, at least, of the pillar quartz, and you'll bring it down with brick. And then it will be essentially 2 more rows across the back, and then this row on the right. So you're just bringing down a little bit of a 3x4, essentially, like that. Why is my console lagging so much, man? Anyway, you'll bring it down, and then just break into the roof wherever you need and just replace it. Thankfully, you don't have to worry about the front of it or anything, because it's just those, I believe it's just those 4 rows. There is actually a 5th, so I would just break this stair under the pillar quartz here. That's all you need to break, though, additionally. I really should, like, look into why that's doing that, though, the console, because it keeps lagging on Minecraft. Minecraft is not a game that requires performance. I don't get it. There you go. It looks a little bit lopsided, which is fine. You want to take this overhanging portion, and you'll take this pillar quartz up against the wall. This is a game saver, honestly, for structural integrity. In case you can't tell I'm being sarcastic. Take this back pillar quartz block. Bring it down with an upside down smooth quartz stair that faces right. Bring that left with a normal smooth quartz stair that faces left, and then down with an upside down stair that faces right. You'll take the front spruce plank and just bring it down with an upside down stair that faces right as well. Again, in structural integrity, absolute genius. This man saved the house with that one. I'm joking, by the way, in case you couldn't tell. Just to be clear. So, let's do this roof. I hate this roof because there's no good way to really explain this. So, start with the back, which is where we are, or should be. I guess of the light blue terracotta section. And you'll place an additional row of light blue terracotta on top of the train station little area. And then in front of it, you'll place a row of upside down dark oak slabs, making sure it doesn't go over into the light blue that gets taller, like that. That's a really weird description for that. Whatever, it's fine. You'll place a row of dark oak slabs on top of that, and then going towards the actual front of the build now, you'll place a row of dark oak planks. Place on top of that a row of dark oak slabs. Then go towards the actual front with a row of planks. Up with slabs. And you want to keep doing this, counting that right there as being 3. You want 8 of these. So that's 3, 4, 5. I think you get the drill. I don't really need to count them all. And in case you want a confirmation, it'll be a half a row shorter than the light blue terracotta here on this side. The really tall light blue terracotta. Like so. The front, thankfully, is a little bit better. If you... well, for one... actually, get rid of your yellow concrete and get out yellow terracotta when you flip around. Because you're going to take this, at least the top row of slabs, and bring it all the way to the left, and you're going to connect into the yellow terracotta section, which you're going to need yellow terracotta for this. I like that. And then in front of this row of slabs here, the entire row, you will place a row of dark oak stairs. You will keep bringing this row of dark oak stairs down diagonally forward with more dark oak stair rows until you are essentially up diagonally out from the original light blue terracotta. And again, you will need to place yellow terracotta for this. I guess only place the minimal amount if you want. For things like that, it is probably better to follow what I do. Obviously, it doesn't matter, but like, because if you want to fill in the whole wall, go for it. Just keep that in mind when we go in there later if you do that. Also, when you do the front row, don't go any further to the right again. You know the drill. There you go. That looks really lopsided. So we should probably fix that. No, I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna go top to bottom because reasons, but then I realized that would screw up everything else, so it's fine. Take this bottom light blue terracotta here at the left. And place a dark oak stair off to the left of it. You will bring it forward by 1 and backward by 1, and it'll end up connecting. I really don't think I need to explain this roof, but essentially it's the same roof. Off the front one, ups, down, dark oak stair right, stair on top. Ups, down, dark oak stair, stair on top. And this one's to be on the front and the back. Now, they are obviously different. Because of, things. And you'll stop when you hit the light blue terracotta edge. You don't want to go any further. But, essentially, at the back's a little weird. The front obviously just connects into the stairs normally. The back, it is a little bit strange. Well, no, that's a lie. Essentially, if you have a slab, it's going to be a stair behind or to the side of it, and then it'll be a plank behind the stair, I guess inside of the stair, and then the slab will be on top. It's just this pattern, really. It's pretty simple. My throat is so dry right now. I've been recording for too long. That's what I get, I guess. I just had to point that out. That's why I'm coughing. I'm not sick, I swear. I've been recording tutorials for like 2 hours, so I'm getting there for sure. I'm getting to the point of not being able to talk. Imagine I wake up tomorrow and just can't talk from this. That'd be quite ironic. Anyway, the roof will look like this from an overhead. Ignore that like back left chunk because we're gonna work on that next. Once I tell you to do one quick thing, because at the light blue terracotta section, it's hard to see because it looks like it's filled, but there's a gap here, so that's not how you place gaps. Fill in gaps, rather. Oh, did I get it? No, I needed a second one. I guess it's probably easier to come inside and do it. Oh, that side doesn't even have one. It's only on the front then, okay. But it's like this quarter of a block. You can see it's there now. The texture's a little different. I mean, it'll only really matter when you get to the inside. come to the back again, and off of this top row of light blue terracotta here, you'll place a row of dark oak planks. And this will actually extend forward until it slams into, well, it'll, I guess, be in line with this row of planks here. You'll place off to the right of it a row of dark oak slabs, and this will actually overhang off the back by 1, including that plank, which you will want to overhang. You will bring that back plank, left with an upside down slab, up with a slab, left with a plank, left with an upside down slab, up with a slab, and then left with a plank, which would actually end directly under the corner plank of the yellow terracotta. And this whole roof wants to be brought forward, and it wants to be, you'll essentially have 3 blocks either side of this spruce here. So it'll end in line with the dark oak slab row here, which does mean you will need to do a little bit of finessing like that, and then this gap will be light blue terracotta. I'm just trying to spam click and hope, but that's obviously not happening. There you go. And you're just filling in this roof pretty simply. Again, ignoring the spruce, just like going around it. There you go. I would also fill in any gaps you have now with more light blue terracotta. Ah, the dreaded, like, half a block or quarter block gaps. Those always get me. They just suck to fill in. Anyway. Nice. That looks pretty good. Honestly, if you look at this from the front, other than supports, railways, and the windmill and floating room, it looks done. Or not floating room. I always call it the floating room. It's the room that's hanging on the edge. There are a couple more roofs we need to do at the back, so let's get on it. First off, we did kind of abandon this peak here, which I am now realizing. Essentially what I would do is I would just place 5 rows of slabs going across the back, so left from it. Just to start. And at the back, you should bring this whole thing back with a row of slabs so it overhangs. I didn't do that earlier because I did just want to wait, but we should do it now. So now you have this. If you're at the front where you have this thin row of slabs here, you're going to break these 3 slabs here on the right side that are that do not have 4 rows, and you replace them with dark oak stairs. And you will also place dark oak stairs in the same position at the back, like so. There are, I suppose, a couple ways you could go about this. I'm going to specifically say do this on the left row. Sorry, the right row. I was at the back. The right row. You want to bring each right stair in with a plank, and then up with a plank, up with a stair, in with an upside down stair, up with the plank, up with a stair, in with an upside down stair, up with a plank, up with a stair, in with an upside down stair, and then just up with a stair. There is no plank thing going on there, which actually makes those peaks the same height, despite the difference in girth. Now, make this peak the 3 rows, except when you do the far left row, the whole thing wants to be filled in with dark oak planks on this left side. I don't know what I was actually going to say. I'm going to be real with you. I don't know what was about to come out of my mouth. I was going to make a joke or something, or say something funny, and then I didn't actually know what it was, so I just didn't say anything, and I just said it's. So, yeah. There you go. Right side, you don't actually want anything, although I would place the row of dark oak slabs at the bottom as well. Or again. As well, again, something. Get rid of your brick block and get out red concrete. And fill in either of these peaks, just like, you know, I guess inside a row, with red concrete. The left one that we just did and the one directly across from it. Just like this. If I could place blocks right, that would be a dream, wouldn't it? There you go. We are slowly getting there. We never filled this in. Okay, well, I'm going to tell you to do that. Under the top train station, you want this roof to be filled in, and you'll bring the yellow concrete across. So get rid of your yellow terracotta when you do that. And just this yellow concrete will be brought across. And then this will be brought back with dark oak planks. I don't think I ever did because I have spruce trap doors under this. Just keep that in mind. If you want to place those now, you can. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do it all at the end, even though you will need to crawl to get under here. I gotta remember to fill that in, though. That's kind of a thing. Yeah, I should. I mean, there's a section there, too, so. Hopefully I will. This large light blue terracotta section, we actually are missing a piece of. So, do the back orientation thing again. And actually, from the peak that we just did, you'll take this top you'll take this top pillar quartz under it, and you will actually bring it back with 2 light blue terracotta. Well, bring that down a row and then actually break that top one there again, or that top corner one, because it's going to give you like an L shape. And you want to bring at least the, I guess bring that outermore one right by 15. And if you line that up, that will end in line with your stripped spruce wood there, which is correct. And then you can bring that whole bonanza, that thing down by 4 rows. Yeah, I was just like triple checking because the light blue terracotta texture is blending in with the background light blue terracotta texture, and it's giving me a hard time seeing with my eyeballs. There you go. I will just kind of stitch up this right side here with some more light blue terracotta. And the underside will be spruce planks, which you can get rid of your smooth quartz stairs for. It's literally a row, but like, a row's a row, man. I don't know. There you go. Where am I going? Okay. This roof is one of the more bizarre ones. Because you will, on top of this, I guess, outer row light blue terracotta, you'll place a row of dark oak planks that overhangs off either side by 1. You'll place a row of dark oak stairs going towards you. Everything is kind of normal from here. And then, backward from the outer planks, you'll place an upside down dark oak slab with a slab on top and then connect them together, although you can't actually place all of the slabs on the left there, so you're just going to have to pretend. You'll bring the dark oak slabs back by 4 here on this right row. But then everything else you're bringing back until you hit, ironically, more dark oak. Or strip spruce, I guess, because, you know, that's unfair. Until you hit something. But that right row would go a little longer than it should, so we do need to cut it off. Just like that. For the whole long ordeal section here, what I actually will tell you to do is just take this light blue terracotta section and extend all of this towards the red concrete and just fill in this kind of side here. Now we can do the thing I was gonna say. Going around all of the top light blue terracotta, you'll place upside down dark oak slabs just around the top row. Gonna try to be direction vague here. So much for direction vague. When you hit this back section here with the light blue that we just made, you'll take the 3 end rows, or sorry, 4 end slabs, and you'll just bring them back an additional upside down dark oak slab. You'll place dark oak stairs on top of those overhanging ones, and then you'll go towards the actual front of the build with a dark oak stair that faces left, 5 dark oak planks, Stair that faces forward, and then 5 stairs that face left. The frontmost 2 planks just have dark oak slabs on top of them. Don't ask why, because I don't know why, but they do. This long rectangle here to the left of what we just did, you'll place dark oak slabs on top of the upside down dark oak slabs. I don't want to go too fast here. And then you'll fill in the middle in with light blue terracotta. Or sorry, dark oak planks, Jesus. I don't know where that came from. Oh, light blue terracotta. Anyway. You'll have this rectangular shape here at the right side. Unfortunately, you'll have 1 row of stairs here at the back. You'll place a row of dark oak slabs in up diagonally in from that, and then everything will be normal with stairs going around. Up diagonally in from each other, and then you'll end with 1 row of stairs. Which is weird again, because there's a dark oak slab on the end here, on the back block, and then it'll be the stair facing outward from that pillar quartz. So that pillar quartz is actually visible there. Just a quarter of it, though. The dreaded quarter. The dreaded quarter block. Anyway, looking at our build, that's almost everything done. As far as base structure. I'm just making sure that I didn't miss any roofs, because I do want to do this right now if I did. I did not. Nice. Get out, or I guess you have spruce planks. So I would fill in the underside of this light blue concrete train station with spruce planks. You really just need the front left and back left, actually. I guess the rest you could technically do if you wanted, but it's a lot of work. So yeah, take a minute to admire it if you want for a second, and clear your inventory. I feel like it's a good time for a quick break before we do the underside of the roofs. Now the floors, I guess. For me, it's a water break. You need 2 trapdoors. You need spruce and iron trapdoors. Every single floor that is visible from the underside that is not spruce, you want to place spruce trapdoors underneath. There are, like, 2 exceptions. No, there's more than 2 exceptions. There's a couple exceptions. And, ironically, the top 2 train stations are 2 of them. This light blue concrete one, you will place spruce trapdoors under anyway, even though it is spruce. This is because there are muddy mangrove roots that will be planted into the floor at a later point, and I just don't want those to be seen. And, again, this is where you need the crawling for. Screw it, I don't care about directions anymore. No, I should. Can I crouch? Oh my god, I can. That's crazy. Absolute god crouching. The light blue terracotta train station, these like 3 cobbled deep set, you'll just place spruce trapdoors under. You don't have to do the whole thing because it's stupid, and I don't know why you would, but. And then if you come to this like middle section here, these mangrove plank undersides here, the light blue one, at least, is iron trapdoors underneath. The other one is spruce like normal. Just like this. This step is awful, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like this step very much. But, yeah. If there's pillar quartz, leave the pillar quartz, visible. Also between things, because that will be there for a reason. That is there so you can see it, I guess? I don't know. Another interesting idea that I actually toured with was making the smooth, or the pillar quartz a block lower and making it upside down smooth quartz slabs instead. And then putting underneath all of the floors upside down spruce slabs. I don't think that's viable though, because that would make everything a little bit clunkier and taller, which would not necessarily stretch the house as a whole, but it would cause some weird things to not line up the same way. So, I mean, if you wanted to toy with that idea, by all means, go make your own Act 3 and do it. I would love to see how your guys' personal Act 3s would turn out. And also, if you are in the Discord, or if you want to make a video showcasing this and mention me in the description and give me credit, I would be very much down to watch any sort of videos. Anyway, I'm gonna do the rest of this on time-lapse because I don't want this video to be 18 years long. And yeah, I'll catch you in a little bit here. Now, you should have this. One thing I do want to also mention that I forgot to mention, the yellow terracotta section under this light blue terracotta train station, there will be a couple spots with this roof that you can't do it with. Just don't worry about the gaps and stuff, and obviously leave this open. But yeah, that's mainly that. I think next tackle is... Well, I guess the next two should be the windmill and the hanging room here, and then we'll worry about the train after that. Well, that is where I'm going to end this video. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. Ignore the fact that the outro is also the same. I am still lazy. And yeah, that being said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night. And I will see you on the next one. Peace.